What's going on YouTube? You know when we were younger, your mum would chop up food, maybe have some pizza. Say you're having pizza for dinner, and your mum would chop up the pizza into small bites. You'd be sitting there next to you, and she'd get the piece of pizza. You'd be like, no, I don't want to eat, I'm not hungry. You'd start crying. What she would do is she would grab a piece of pizza, and she'd go, and it would land in your mouth, and then you'd eat the food, and you'd be happy because you're not hungry anymore. Your mum would be happy because you've eaten the food. We can use this philosophy with our goals that we set, right? So imagine you're trying to lose weight and you gotta go to the gym. You're at home, you're sitting there, you're on the sofa. You could either watch the TV or you could go to the gym, and it's obviously at this moment way easier to watch the TV, and so your brain is going to default to watching the TV versus going to the gym. But what you could do is actually cut up the gym. So now it's watch TV or put my shoes on. We can fuck with that now. So we've put our shoes on, and then at that point we're like, all right, we can either take our shoes off and go back inside, or we can go to the gym. And at that point you're like, all right, I might as well go to the gym. But you still might not want to do a full workout. So you can be like, all right, I'm gonna put my shoes on, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm just gonna show up. And then once you showed up, you can be like, oh, I'm gonna do my first set. And the point here is that when we set our goals, often we're like, all right, I wanna lose 5 kilos, I wanna do 10 kilos, I wanna lose 20 kilos. But when we were feeding our kids, it wasn't like that, right? Like we would have just cut up these big pieces of food into small bites and then taken it one at a time. And it's funny because I was in bed the other day in the morning. I tried to wake up at 4 a.m. every day. I'd say I'm like, out of 7 days in the week, I'd be like 5 days consistent. I'm trying to get out of 7 out of 7, to be honest. I'd say 4 or 5 out of 7. So 50 to 70% consistency I have with that. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up. Like I just want to lie here and chill in bed because it's comfortable, right? And because the next task in my head after waking up is going out for a run, the choice I have is going for the run, or it could be going back to bed. And so when I was there, I was lying in my bed at 4 a.m. and I was like, all right, maybe I can just focus on getting up and going to the bathroom and brushing your teeth. Once you brush your teeth, focus on putting your clothes on. In my head, I was, I'm going to do the next thing. I'm just going to do the next thing. And eventually I was outside. I didn't even realize that I was outside. I think the more that I can control my mind to focus on the present moment and literally the one step ahead of me, the easier it is to take the actions that I need to take in order to become the person that I want to be and reach the goals that I want to reach. Honestly, I'm still working on this. I'm not saying this from a place of, oh, I've done amazing and I've reached my goals. No, I haven't at all. I'm still trying to get in better shape. I'm still trying to become a better person, make more money. But something I've realized over the last few days is if I can just treat my goals as these tiny little steps that I just need to stack on top of each other, one after one. Just like getting that pizza, breaking it up into little pieces, and then feeding myself each piece at a time, it makes it a lot easier for myself to do. The second part to this is like, all right, when you feed your kid, right, or when your parents fed you, they would make this stupid airplane sound. They go, and they put it in your mouth. But the point here is that one of the things they did was they made it fun. I think there's a real cool learning from this idea that actually, why can't we just take this same philosophy and apply it to our goals? So maybe going for that run in the morning isn't that fun, or going to the gym isn't that fun, or cooking and meal prepping isn't that fun. So how can we make it fun? There's this guy called Joe Hudson that talks about this, and he's like, how can you make things more energizing for you? How can you make something 10% more enjoyable? The way that Joe Hudson talks about it is that enjoyment is efficiency. In the modern world, we have this definition of efficiency, which is output over input. And our input is usually time. And so our definition of efficiency is, all right, how can we get something done as quick as possible, correct? But he kind of throws a little bit of a curveball and he's like, all right, actually our input is not only time, but it's our energy, right? And so if you can do activities like walking, going to the gym, even me filming this here while walking on this is making it more fun for me. And so this is a meta example of how I'm making the boring act of walking on this treadmill more fun. The point here is that if you can actually gain energy from the activities that you pursue, you're being more efficient because the energy is increasing. You're not giving energy away for the output that you're seeking, but you're gaining energy with the output that you're seeking. By making things fun, you're being even more efficient than just by doing the thing really quickly. It's a kind of cool little spin, and like Ali Abdaal talks about this in his book, Feel Good Productivity, and it's like, how can we actually make the things that we do fun rather than trying to slog through things? I think it's a way better approach because most things in life that are worthwhile pursuing take a long time for those things to happen. So whether that's losing weight, whether that's building a business, whether that's going on YouTube, like all of these things take a long time. And so the more that you can actually start enjoying the process, the better your life's going to be, because we're in this process for a long time. When it goes to going to the gym, meal prepping, just ask yourself the question, like, how can I make these things more fun? The learning that I want to share is there's two ways to make achieving your goals easier and more fun. One is by breaking them down, and then also just asking yourself how to make it more fun. In the example of eating this big pizza, it's like, all right, as kids, we used to get fed by literally breaking down the pizza into small bites and then making it fun by acting like an airplane. But you can apply this exact same philosophy to all of your goals. That's it from me today. Break down your goals into small parts, and secondly, make them fun. Just like how we were fed when we were children. Peace.